Mientras todo esto está ocurriendo, el movimiento conservador y los seguidores de Charlie Kirk en los Estados Unidos están pendientes del avance que lleva el proceso judicial que sostiene una investigación por su asesinato, ese asesinato cruel del que todo el mundo fue espectador y que terminó fortaleciendo mucho más el movimiento que él ha estado liderando. Hay muchos avances dentro del juicio, aunque no han sido debidamente amplificados. Por ejemplo, el novio trans de Tyler Robinson, el presunto culpable, a quien evidentemente van a responsabilizar de todo este proceso, toda vez que sigue saliendo evidencia contundente. Bueno, pues su novio trans ha roto el silencio y ha dado declaraciones como parte del juicio. Dijo que Robinson le dijo que deseaba no haberlo hecho, pero ya había ocurrido. Esta es parte del testimonio, de lo que él dice y que ha sido utilizado como un material dentro de la corte. Evidencia.
So he acted erratically. Was he pacing? Was he just sitting down, relaxing?
No, he was walking around a lot.
And that's within the home?
Mm-hmm.
And did he talk about what he had done?
Didn't go into detail. I just asked him in person if what he said was true the night before, and he said it was. He started crying a little bit and said he wishes he hadn't done it, and then kept going around and just doing stuff, I think, to keep himself busy or distracted or something.
Okay. Did he talk about what he was going to do next?
And then eventually said that he would talk to his parents or turn himself over.
Okay. And when you left, was that how you left, understanding that he was going to turn himself in or go to his parents' house?
Yeah, and I didn't really want to be at our apartment while any of that was happening, regardless of what went down.
Esto es lo que cuenta el novio trans del presunto asesino acerca de lo que ocurrió después de ejecutarse este asesinato. Hay un experto legal que estuvo en el juicio, Paul Mauro, dice que después de revisar y de escuchar, él no sabe qué podrán hacer los de la corte, la defensa, porque todo lo que se ha mostrado luce como irrefutable, no hay manera de quitarle peso a tales evidencias. Esto fue lo que dijo. Evidencia.
Paul, I want to bring you back in here on this, more color from the courtroom. Erica and Kathy, Charlie Kirk's mother, and Erica, his now widow, they were both tearing up, we were told, as Agent Davis was testifying about the letter. And the letter references the keyboard letter, the letter that Tyler Robinson left under the keyboard for his roommate to find. It was shown in court. It was a handwritten note. It was lengthy, we are told, a lengthy handwritten note, a full page. Just more incredible evidence. I mean, a full page handwritten note that clearly detailed his intentions to kill Charlie Kirk.
That's right, and as Josh Ritter made the point, that's been authenticated now by Twiggs. And Twiggs, in fact, took a photo of that note and didn't dispose of it, as Robinson asked him to do. And then, of course, you get this story that we heard, which is the next morning, Robinson starts to realize the fantasy balloon has popped, and he understands what he got himself into. I just got to go back to it. The evidence is incontrovertible, but you know what? At some point, and it doesn't matter legally, but this is very cruel in a way to the family, to Charlie Kirk's family. Wrap this thing up and let's go.
I pray for that.
Otro que ha estado en silencio asistiendo a las sesiones de la corte es el hijo del presidente Trump, Donald Trump Jr. Cree que el caso está más que claro y evidente. Recordemos que él era un amigo de los más cercanos de Charlie Kirk. Esto fue lo que dijo después de ir a la audiencia. Evidencia.
any attention to these people who all they want is attention. Why do you think so many of these people are spinning these baseless theories online about Charlie Kirk's murder?
Listen, I think there's different things. I mean, there's people that, frankly, and perhaps in some cases, rightfully so, feel like they've been misled for a long time about a lot of things. It turns out they were right. I mean, I was canceled for saying, right. Hey, guys, like, the Wuhan lab leak probably came from the lab that studied the exact virus in question at the ground zero of where the virus broke out. No, Don. You're not a virologist. How dare you opine on something like this? Like, you don't have to be a virologist. You just have to be not an imbecile. So, you have those. And then you have other people that, I imagine are doing it for clicks and, they've either tried to monetize this or otherwise. So, I'm not going to give credence either way. I know many people, frankly, on both sides of that. It's, the movement, I think it's really coming together now that before 6 months ago, it would have been probably 50-50. Now it's probably a 90-10 issue where people are saying, okay, this is very clearly what happened. But I understand a lot of people why they'd be skeptical about anything that they've been told as of late. But for me, as someone who is a big skeptic on a lot of things, who's called it out for a long period of time, I was there. I don't believe that literally every officer is in on this. I don't believe that, my lying eyes were telling me the video is different. I don't believe someone would turn themselves in and their parents would bring them there if they weren't a part of it. And you back that up with the other evidence of, that person's, both religious and political views, his views on transgenderism and the violence that we've seen from so many people affiliated with that community over the last few years. It became very cut and dry to me. And again, the stuff I saw, the videos I saw, the evidence I saw, that's not stuff that's been in the public domain. And I think that was difficult for a lot of people. There's so much noise, it's hard to tell what is fact, what is fiction. In court, we saw the facts laid out very eloquently. It took a long period of time to get it out there. But once you see it, you put the picture together. Let's just say this is, to me, again, way beyond a reasonable doubt.
Well, it's because you are a skeptic that you have a lot of credibility on this, and we appreciate you taking an honest look at it, and we appreciate you coming on and explaining it to us. Thank you, Don.
My pleasure, Charlie. Thank you.
Commies infiltrate the Democrat Party. What you need to know, that's next.
Alto y claro, lo acaba de explicar el hijo del presidente Trump. Hay prueba evidente, hay mucha evidencia. Y es muy fuerte, muy sólido el caso. Se espera que finalmente se haga justicia.